Creating from the heart, the artistry of living. I'm here with Jon Ficaro. And you are with the De La Salle Blackfeet School.
Yes.
So, Jon, tell me about the Blackfeet School.
Well, it is a middle school located in northwest Montana on the Blackfeet Reservation.
And the middle school means?
It's a 4th through 8th grade.
Ah, okay.
Mm-hmm.
And you live in Indiana.
I do. I'm a resident of Chesterton. Been here now for going on 3 years. My wife is a original resident of Chesterton. That's how we made our way back here. And we have a small child with us too.
You do? How old is that child?
2 going on 3, really going on 13.
It happens. So, Jon, how did you get involved with the De La Salle Blackfeet School?
Well, not so long story short.
That's okay.
or long story not so short.
Okay, whatever.
I had always been talking about looking for a volunteer opportunity through college and through following undergrad. And
meaning what you really wanted to do.
Well, it's something that I was really right. Well, really a volunteering opportunity, whether it be the Peace Corps or AmeriCorps, or the Jesuit volunteers or something. And I was introduced to another volunteer organization, the LaSallian Volunteers, that is facilitated by and hosted, I guess, by the De La Salle Christian Brothers. And I was introduced to that through my alma mater, Lewis University, which is in Romeoville, Illinois, and where I met my wife. And I am a big talker, and I'm unfortunately not always following through with all the things that I say I want to do or I would like to do.
Well, the world is full of opportunities.
Certainly. And one of those great opportunities was marrying my wife, who makes me put the rubber to the road here.
She makes you live by your words.
Absolutely. And so we actually, one of the first conversations we had was talking about that personal desire for each of us. And so 3 years into our marriage, after I finished my graduate studies and she had been teaching in Joliet at a Title I school, we decided, hey, what's stopping us from going off and doing what we said we always wanted to do? So we explored those different opportunities and landed on the LaSallian Volunteers. And at the time, they had about 21 different sites around the country, and we just said, wherever you could take a married couple, because it's really just for recent undergrads. And so we gave away what we could, packed up what we needed, and stored the rest, and moved across country and made our way out to De La Salle Blackfeet School.
And that is located?
In Browning, Montana, again on the Blackfeet Reservation there. So there's about 1.5 million acres on the Blackfeet Reservation, which their original territory was about 25 million acres. So it's obviously shrunk, but...
And they have this school.
And we have this school. The school was actually kind of providential in its creation. The pastor of the local parish, Little Flower Parish in Browning, and the parishioners there, the parish council, decided that in response to a lot of the social ills that were impacting the reservation, that they would explore opening up a school.
How they could help.
Right, exactly. They know that education, and one of the I suppose, taglines of the school is faith in education. And that's a 2-part expression, that we have faith that education will help empower people to extricate themselves from these cycles of poverty and really violence, and that we include a faith exploration and a faith understanding in our curriculum. So,
nice.
Right. So it's Catholic, LaSallian, being sponsored by the De La Salle Christian Brothers itself, and it's Blackfeet. So we have these 3 different identities that we bring together.
Oh, that's terrific.
Mhm.
And you grow from that. I would assume everybody grows from that.
Most certainly, absolutely.
And your role now is,
Well, I went from
because you're not out there anymore.
right. I'm not out there anymore. We were there for 7 years, 3 and 4 years, respectively, between my wife as volunteers, and then we were hired full time following that.
Uh-huh.
And now, for the last 3 years, I've worked remotely in the position of development director and the director of an immersion program that we host. And that immersion program invites high schools and college groups, about 10 participants and maybe 2 chaperones, depending on the group, but for a week at a time. And they perform service in the classroom. They meet with Blackfeet elders and community members to immerse themselves in the culture and kind of gain a better understanding of both the traditional ways of the Blackfeet and also maybe some of the contemporary issues that are impacting the community. And then they're living in an intentional community themselves through the week, and so there's a lot of time for reflection and introspection.
And they're there for a week.
They're there for a week, and in that week, that arc of growth that I've witnessed through these 10 years, gosh, it's hard to believe to say 10 years, but through these 10 years, it's just been so consistent, and with the testimonials that they share about how transformational that experience is. The name of the immersion program in Blackfeet is Oki Nisukawa,
Oki Nasukawa.
which means come and see.
What an opportunity.
Mhm.
So how do you find the people that come and see?
So we're really fortunate to be a part of this larger Lasallian network, which is headquartered, the international organization is headquartered in Rome. And then there are different districts within each region of the world. And so we're in over 80 countries, and at any one time,
And people come from all those countries?
well, not all of those countries, in North America.
Okay.
So we have really, because there's really no easy way to get in and out of Montana. There's multiple flights you have to go. Our first travels out there were by train. We took the Amtrak Empire Builder from
so
Union
smart.
Station out directly to Browning.
You're so smart.
Near East Glacier, with all the bags we had. And it was a 27-hour trip. It was a great experience to go across country, kind of, not lackadaisically, but we could really take in that journey, and that itself was an opportunity to kind of reflect, and as we were moving on towards this next step in our life.
There is nothing like trade and travel to slow you down enough so that you can experience what you're experiencing.
I absolutely agree with that. Love the observation car and the people that you get to meet.
Yes.
Absolutely.
And when you return, you have a lot of time to reflect on what you've experienced and sort of to begin to think about how you're going to integrate whatever it is that happened to your life.
Absolutely. And it's been a really great experience because I've been able to take the 8th grade class several times. I think now I myself took the group for 5 years. Our 8th graders each subsequent year to Chicago and the University of Notre Dame for a class trip. So we fundraise each year for that. And they've continued that even after I left my role as 8th grade homeroom teacher and moved on to doing development and things.
And what do they do when they come to Notre Dame, for example? Well,
they start the experience, about a week-long trip. They start the experience in Chicago. We stay at a retreat center that's associated with the Lasallian Brothers. That's the David Darr Center, and I'd be remiss if I didn't mention their ministry as well. And we explore the Chicagoland, give them the opportunity to see the city. But we also had another kind of comparable school in the south side of Chicago in the back of the yards, San Miguel, Chicago. And so we visit them. That's another middle school. It's a 6th through 8th. And so they perform some service there in the school. and had some cultural exchange there with the students there as well. Then they've gone on to, of course, they shop and love that. Love to see the
Chicago.
shop. They see Chicago.
Do they go see the Bean?
Of course, they get to see all the tourist sites, and I'm grew up in the south side of Chicago myself, so I be able to show them all the different sites. I make them have a Chicago dog, and though it's not, I don't think it's real Chicago pizza. We do the deep dish and everything else, so they get to experience all of that. And then tail end of the trip, we have really great partnership with Notre Dame through their Alliance of Catholic Education, a subsidiary of that, the American Indian Catholic Schools Network. So we're one of 7 schools as a part of that network, and that network is headquartered at Notre Dame. They provide us different professional development opportunities and really connect us and allow us to share best practices and things.
And what a great experience for the kids.
Absolutely.
That is amazing. And then they get on a train and go home.
Mm-hmm.
Marvelous. Mm-hmm. That's quite a reverse immersion experience.
Right. Yeah, I suppose it is. And I think
it opens.
One of the things, I think travel is a requisite for broadening horizons, right?
With you.
And so there's multiple ways that they get that through their experience at the school, both from the immersion groups coming and bringing their cultural, differences in whatever way and sharing those, but also giving them the opportunity to travel around.
So I'm curious, what is the age range of people who take the opportunity to go to the Blackfeet School?
So generally, we have more high school groups that do it than anyone else, but we do have colleges and universities who attend as well. Some from their education departments themselves. Others, we have a graduate nursing program that comes through too and does some work within their curriculum.
Do you ever have seniors?
We have had individuals who are older come through and volunteer their time, and we always accommodate them with their lodging and board. So there's always an opportunity for anyone who's interested and passionate about giving back and being of service to the community to do so, and we would never turn that away.
And so you're telling me that what it is that your umbrella is raising funds for the school and managing the flow of people in and out of the school in order to expand the horizons of awareness in the world about what you're doing.
Most certainly. So, and one of the things that we've done within my team in development is kind of leverage those 2 roles that I have. This next year, September 30th, or this year, I should say.
Coming
in
a minute.
It's imminent.
Couple
weeks.
Right.
We will be hosting Orange Shirt Day, and we have a specific title for the program. It's Every Child Matters Orange Shirt Day. And the Orange Shirt Day movement began in Canada, and it is a movement to spread the awareness of the lived experience of Indigenous people through mission schools and boarding schools.
And where do we get our shirts?
You can go to dlsbs.org, which is our website. So that's the acronym for our school,
De La Salle Blackfeet
School.org. And you scroll down, you'll click on a flyer, and that'll bring you to a prompt that'll help you find the shirts that you want.
Please donate, and here's a shirt.
That's right. And so we have a really great relationship with a local vendor who's handling all of the development of the shirt and everything else. But our 8th grade class is the class that helped design the shirt. So you get a bit of our students' efforts in that too.
Wonderful. Did you ever think you would be doing this when you were a kid?
No.
What were you going to do?
Oh, you know what? It's kind of silly. I watched this show with my
silly.
dad when I was little. It was called The Pretender. and it was on ABC or CBS or whatever, and each episode was a different episode of this main character who was being pursued by the CIA or whatever, where he takes on a different profession and does that. I wanted to be him when I was. So then when I got into high school,
She wanted to pretend.
Yeah, exactly. So when I got into high school, I got involved in theater and musical theater, and so I did a lot of different shows there and community theater. And so I got that acting bug. I got bit by the acting bug there, but then I looked at law, and so I was in undergrad. I explored my undergraduate majors, history, psychology, and theology, and so I wanted to kind of have a breadth of knowledge that would help me in that pursuit. But again, I became aware of the ministry out in Salle Blackfeet School out in Browning. I met my wife.
Life takes you.
Finds a way. There's a quote from St. John Baptist de La Salle, who's the founder of the De La Salle Christian Brothers and subsequently our school. That he says, he's the patron saint of teachers. He was granted that, I think, in 1948. And he said that if he had known where God's providence would have led him, he wouldn't have taken a step out the door.
Oh,
Because
really?
He led him so incrementally, but it was only by looking back that he was able to see that influence in his life. And he probably said that a little tongue-in-cheek, but
I'm sure.
yeah. But in much the same way, we look back on our own lives and we see God's providence.
We see magic.
Yeah, we see
It's really,
that, something touching you on the shoulder,
Uh-huh.
and you can either
say I'm too busy,
right,
or I can't do that now,
or jump headlong right into
or
it.
say,
Yes.
I'll be curious.
Emphatically, yes, right. And then that yes leads to another and to another, and then before you know it, you're
In it.
right?
You're saying yes to life.
Absolutely.
And very often,
In relationship.
yes
right?
to lots of other people's lives.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Well, this is fascinating, and I want you to give the address where they can look up.
Okay, once again, it's De La Salle Blackfeet School, dlsbs.org. You can learn more about Orange Shirt Day itself at orangeshirtday.org, but we're not affiliated with that website. That is a great resource to learn about it. And if you'd like to learn more about the De La Salle Christian Brothers, you can just do a quick Google search of that.
And how do we contact you if we're interested in having a longer conversation?
My contact information is available on the website.
Okay.
So I'd be happy to share it now. It's my first initial, last name at dlsbs.org.
JF.
So J Ficaro, JFICARO at dlsbs.org.
Great. Well, it was a pleasure being with you. I love learning about this dual engagement opportunity.
Absolutely.
And I wish you the best.
Oh, and I should also mention, besides the ability for you to support the school ministry through the purchase of the student design shirts, we'd like for you to involve yourselves by joining in our live streaming of those events on September 30th. So our students will be giving some speeches themselves. We'll have community members and elders, possibly a boarding school survivor who will share their story as well. But it would be a phenomenal opportunity for everyone to learn more. Exactly.
And how do we see this?
Once again, go to our website and it'll lay out everything for
And
you.
it'll probably, even if you can't make it on that day, be there afterwards.
It will be recorded, and you'll be able to access that and explore that on your own time.
Great. Well, thank you, John, so much for sharing.
Thank you, Suzy.
Creating from the heart, the artistry of living. We'll see you next time.